just one of them ones, man. You just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself and you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. On that cap, swerving through traffic, listening to traffic.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Eddie Vanderdoes there on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, it's Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A very solid gain of 27. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Coleman now. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll set up a throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Watch him now, Barney!
Here's Coleman. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jarrett McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw, and that's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Look to throw here. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Cooper's first catch, and good for a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, now, look at 56.
This is Coleman. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders.
Watch him now, Barney!
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Coleman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. On the tackle there, Natrell Jamerson out of Wisconsin.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. And Bryant's getting it over the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Jones. A little 360. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A left side completion to Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Khalil Mack in there to sack him for a loss of 6. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They're going to look to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll set up to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And down he'll go at the to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Cooper's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Looking to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Jones. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice save.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On play action, no throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded at the 33. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on 1st down. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down, brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They will run again with Coleman. Pushes him over, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Gun.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Coleman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now
the Raiders on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Oh, a nice spin. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Noah Spence in on the stop.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Noah Spence able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive. Back to throw here.
And that is is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So he had a chance to get him on the board there, but unfortunately that big yellow metallic structure in the back of the end zone, it had other plans.
And that's when we're kickers watching it the whole way saying, oh no, don't hit it. Rats.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll look to throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Raiders on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll set up a throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Gone! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
All right, now, look at 56. Look it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Brooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Rams on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Detroit!
So that'll back him up 5. A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets them a new set of downs. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will knot us up at 10. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
To return, it's McKinnon. Oh, the spin. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40, the 30, 10, 5. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Oakland, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.